Porsche didn't need to touch the 911 Turbo S. It was already the benchmark, the car that made Ferrari owners nervous and supercar fans quietly jealous. It was already, by nearly every measurable standard, perfect. But Porsche touched it anyway, because that's what Porsche does. They don't wait for something to break before they fix it. They ask a different question. What would it feel like if it were even more right? The 2026 model, the 992.2, isn't just faster, it's a statement. 650 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, and a sound that engineers spent months perfecting, making sure you'd feel it in your chest before you ever floored the throttle. Today, we find out if this car still earns the word legend. Let's start with the engine. The 2026 Turbo S runs a revised 3.8-liter twin-turbocharged flat-six, producing 650 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque, up from 640 in the outgoing model. That 10-horsepower gap sounds modest. At this level of engineering, it isn't. Extracting more power without adding weight, without compromising reliability, without changing the fundamental architecture, that is the work of obsessive engineers, not just good ones. The PDK gearbox has been recalibrated too. In Sport Plus mode, it reads your throttle inputs predictively. It knows you're about to push before your foot fully commits. The result is a powertrain that doesn't feel like a machine responding to you. It feels like an extension of your intention. Visually, the 992.2 update is surgical. Wider rear bumper, reshaped air intakes that feed measurably more air to the intercoolers, and new Matrix LED headlights that adapt faster than your eyes do. Inside, a larger 10.9-inch touchscreen running Porsche's latest software. Faster, cleaner, fewer menu layers. The cabin is still unmistakably 911, driver-focused, stripped of anything unnecessary, but it no longer feels like it belongs to a different decade than the rest of the car. Here's what nobody tells you about the 911 Turbo S. It's not aggressive, it's composed. The kind of composed that makes 120 miles per hour feel exactly like 60, until your eyes catch the speedometer and your brain quietly panics. The all-wheel drive system distributes torque between axles faster than any human reflex. In the wet, it feels almost supernatural. The steering gives you every piece of information the road has to offer, without ever making your wrists work hard. This is the contradiction Porsche has mastered, a car that is simultaneously the most forgiving sports car on earth and the most punishing if you disrespect it. And the exhaust. Retuned for 2026, the flat-six howl above 5,000 RPM is louder, rawer, more honest than before. It doesn't sound synthetic. It sounds like 650 horsepower being born. The 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S starts at around $230,000. So who buys it? Not people chasing show, not people chasing numbers alone. The people who buy this car have driven the GT3, the AMG GT, the Ferrari 488, and walked away wanting something different. They want a car that handles school-run traffic on Monday with the same composure it handles a racetrack on Sunday. That daily usability is the dark genius of the Turbo S. It doesn't demand anything from you, it just delivers everything. The closest competitor is the Mercedes AMG GT 63S, faster on some straights, more theatrical inside. But a journalist who spent a month with both was asked which he'd keep. He didn't hesitate. The Porsche. His reason? The AMG wants you to know how fast it is. The Porsche just is. The 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S is not an evolution, it's a refusal to be anything other than the best version of itself every single year for 60 years running. There might be faster cars, there might be more exotic ones, but better? Not yet. Some cars age, the 911 sharpens, and the 2026 model is the sharpest one yet. If you want a full exhaust comparison, 2024 versus 2026, or a complete options breakdown, drop it in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you at the next one.